Knicks are back live. Let me make sure my mic is up. Everything is Gucci. We are back. Knicks are 4-3 as we take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hold up. Let me do my background because I got the video up. I'm like all over the place today right now. All right, there you go. All right, Knicks take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Knicks are 4-3, similar to the Wolves. Last year, it pretty much was a split between the Wolves and the Knicks. Knicks taking the first game in a massive blowout. It was 133 to 107. That game, Cat had a revenge game. He got traded. It was kind of early in the year, so he needed to make a statement. And Cat dropped 32 points and 20 rebounds. And then, of course, Mikal followed with 29 to help the Knicks get that W. Julius had 24 and 5 in his return, and Dante had 15 as well. So pretty much both teams had great representatives during that time period. So that was going on there. And hold up, let me put the image on the video. There you go. I'm so behind. Right. So then, of course, the second game, which was late in the year, I want to say late in the season, Knicks lost to the Minnesota. It was 116 to 199. Julius had a subpar game on that one. He had 8, 6, and 7, but Anthony Edwards was the one that was carrying the game. He had 36. When Cat was out with an injury, and then we had Brunson to step up with 26 in that game. So we took that loss. But Knicks currently on a 2-game win streak, beating the Bulls. That was in a home and a home. So we beat the Bulls at home. Then we beat the Wiz on Monday with another W to get that 2 in a row. Get us to 4-3. During that time period, Cat has found his rhythm. Cat had 33 and 13 in the last game against the Wiz on 50% shooting, and it's looking like the offense is picking up with Cat, which it needs to. He's pretty much one of the greatest 3-point shooters that we have. So it only makes sense that Cat is getting those type of numbers and being productive from that standpoint. So kudos to Cat finding the way and getting it done. Danny, what it do? Hold on, let me get my messages up because I see Danny not popping up. There he goes. Let me fix this. Look, we live. We fix things on the go here as we're live. So that was another thing I picked up was Jordan Clarkson being efficient in these last 2 games during our win streak. He was pretty much 15 points in the last 2 games. Over 50%. Last game, I think he was shooting over 60. And the game before that, it was 50%. So being efficient for Jordan Clarkson off the bench is something that we need definitely going forward. And the coach, pretty much Mike Brown, made the adjustment. He pretty much made sure that the guys were getting long minutes instead of them bringing them in and out constantly. He made sure that guys was able to get in the rhythm. So kudos to coach for that aspect, and it's looking like we are getting ready. We got Mitch back in the starting lineup tonight, so I'm looking forward to the double big to guard Rudy Gobert and Cat against Julius Randle. Dante's in the starting lineup, so Captain has the opportunity to go to work against his old Nova guy and see. As we look forward, this is definitely going to be a solid game. The Knicks have something to prove, to be honest with you, with this. They got something to prove in this game because Minnesota's a solid team. They went to the Western Conference Finals last year. So it is time to get it going. Got some things we could talk about during the halftime, but it is go time. That's how we're going to start it out. Let me see. Now, my vertical chat is not popping up, so I can't see that right now. So what's this? Oh, they got a new version update. I can't mess with that now. But time to get it going. We got a jump ball currently right now. As Mitch is trying to get this jump ball going. And finally does. Knicks with the first possession of the game. Let's see. They run a high pick and roll. Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson being guarded by Anthony Edwards. So Ant is taking the task of guarding as Cat with the early foul on the post up against Julius. Cat heading to the line. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Interesting for Cat. Let me see something. I might see if my shorts are up. Wait, my shorts? I don't see the shorts up. Let me go to live. All right, nah, the shorts is up. All right, cool. We got the shorts up. All right, perfect. Can't see the chat for the short, so that's probably gonna be an issue, but it's all good. It is all good. All right, let's open up the video here. All right, let's get this defense going. Cat knocks down both free throws. Anthony Edwards bringing the ball up. Top of the key out to Julius. Julius on the wing, running the pick and roll with Dante. Julius at the top of the key, knocks it down. Julius feeling at home. 4 years, technically almost 5 years with the Knicks. As Julius knocks it down. The Garden used to be his home. Now he calls was it Target Arena is the Minnesota's thing. Wait a minute. They called a backcourt violation off of a tip ball. It's a bad call by the ref, but we let it slide. As it is 3-2 currently. Knicks with the turnover very early in the game. Anthony Edwards high pick and roll with Julius. Julius looked like he wants to be aggressive tonight. You could tell. Got Mitchell Robinson on top. Almost shoots the three. Back out to Dante. Dante misses the three. Rebound by Mitch. And see, Anthony Edwards is definitely guarding Jalen Brunson early in this game. We'll see. Cat shoots it. No good. It's an early pull-up jump shot for Cat. Way too early. Knicks back on defense. Look, Julius is just pulling the trigger. Rebound by the Knicks. Knicks in transition. Out to... Oh, what a travel by Cat. Oh, man. Cat with a hideous travel by Cat, but we'll take it. Oh, yeah. It was a blatant travel. Let's see, running a pick and roll. You got Jalen Daniels at the top, pulls up for the three-pointer. It is cash. Back-to-back three-pointers from Minnesota. Minnesota goes up 6-2. As Mikal gets into the paint, back out to OG. OG drives, back out to Cat. Cat with the pump fake. Cat gets into the paint. It looked like Cat is fouled, and he is fouled. Cat is fouled heading into the paint on Rudy Gobert. So Cat is pretty much getting Minnesota in foul trouble, which is good. Just getting these guys out early, which is their front court of Julius and Rudy Gobert. Cat back to the free throw line. Let's see. First shot is down by Cat. Let's see. Cat pretty much 22-9. Pretty much they're talking about his 9 seasons in Minnesota with 50% shooting. From a big 50% shooting and you shoot threes, that's actually phenomenal. And I think 39% from three-pointer. So kudos to Cat as the Knicks are pressing. Currently 6-4. They got Mikal on Anthony Edwards. As Ant uses that screen. So you got Mitch on and passes out with Julius. Dante gets into the paint, back out. Actually, great ball movement by Minnesota. Back out to Julius. Julius wide open. Julius early. 6 points for Julius. 6 points for Julius as it's 9-4. Say the Knicks got to move. We got to do better. As Brunson, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound by Mitch, back-to-back. Mikal catch and shoot three-pointer. That looks short coming off his hands. As as Dante couldn't hold on to the ball. I think Mitch needed to go right back up on that possession. Once he grabbed that rebound, he was supposed to go right back up. What's the point of him waiting? You need to do that, draw fouls or something. Look, Mitch dribble handoff with Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. Used a go-tot screen, but to no avail. OG catch and shoot three, but they wave it off on the offensive foul. That's the Knicks. Could not get in rhythm tonight. Is this a Minnesota defense? But what's going on with Brunson's face? Brunson looked like he got punched in his face over there. Probably practicing, looking a little aggressive. Well, let's get some defense going. See Dante dribble handoff with Edwards. We get a little flare for Julius coming down. He gets into a mid-range shot. No good. Rebounds by Mikal. Let's go push it. Mikal in transition on the right wing. Goes against the screen. Gets into the paint. Gets the layup. No good. Rebound by Gobert. And in transition with an in and out. Bump fade. Gets into the paint. Tough layup by Ant. As it's 11-4. Knicks possibly need a timeout as we are stagnant on offense as Brunson turned the ball over. And Dante in transition almost shoots the three. Gets it back to Anthony Edwards. Ant with the tween dribble. Pull up for the three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Gobert. And it's a bucket. 13-4. Timeouts. Look, this is why I said this is going to be a challenge for the Knicks. Like, it's one of the games that we have to show up. We have to show up. And currently, right now, we are not doing it. We are not. Julius Randle, like I said, this is a man that holds grudges, that holds anger. And he's coming out and showcasing it with 6 early points, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 2 for 4 from the field. So he's shooting 50%. I expected Julius to come out with aggression. This is his old team that traded him. You know, if someone trade me, I'm going to come out with that aggression. I'm going to come out with that energy. So this is as expected. As you could say for Cat as well. Cat with 4 early points, him getting to the free throw line. But other than that, that's truly it. Bridges he's 0-2, Brunson 0-1. So Knicks can't get their offense down packed. You got Rudy Gobert, Jalen McDaniels on the field, as well as Anthony Edwards. Look, transition defense has been a pain for my Knicks. We have been horrible in that selection. So hopefully we could pick it up in this first quarter. And it's hard to stop Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's difficult. That's Ant-Man. Like, this man has a total package, especially with this year him working on the mid range. That opens up a lot. You know, you operating on that mid post. You're able to facilitate. You're able to be aggressive, get into the paint. Mid range jump shot is probably the most efficient shot to take besides a layup. So he's good. He's money on that aspect. He is. But we'll see. I think the Knicks can get it going. J-Dub, what's going on? So this game scares me. Defense is looking suspect. I'm not going to lie. The defense so far, Minnesota's moving the ball. I guess the game plan, they thought since Ant is back, that Ant is going to be very ball dominant. So it's easy to play defense against the ball dominant player, but they're actually moving the ball pretty well. Pretty well. And then you got Julius. Julius, he's going to want his revenge game. That's always going to be his thing, playing up against the Knicks. But yeah, no, their defense, it's a little too suspect right now. But that's been the big key for us in general this year, is that the offense has been better than our defense. And to me, it should be the other way around. It should be. But yeah, they're talking about Dante, man. Dante, that's one Knick player that I really wish we didn't trade. Man had a phenomenal year with us that one season. Led the Knicks with 283 3-pointers made, which is the all-time record. So, man, Dante. Would have loved to kept Dante. Held us down in the playoffs. Like, it was solid. It was solid. His shooting was just amazing. But we'll get the defense going. For us, the Knicks, it's always a slow grind, a slow thing. Even the Washington game, it took us a while to get it going, J-Dub. And for us to start to pull away. Really was that second quarter and that third quarter. So I think that if the Knicks stay at bay, we'll get it going with those other quarters. As right now, Brunson at the top of the key. He gets into the paint over Julius. No foul called as Julius went vertical for the block. And then, of course, he catches in transition up to Dante. Dante catch and shoot at the Garden right now. It is not there. We'll take it. Brunson bringing the ball up on the right side. Back out to Mikal. Mikal to OG. OG back out. It looks like no Knicks want to go in the paint with Gobert is there, but a three-point basket off of a hockey assist. We like it when the ball movement 13-7 as Knicks are playing that defense. Jaden McDaniels at the top of the key being guarded by Josh. Look, Ant bringing the ball up, catches it back out to Daniels. Daniels being guarded by Hart. Posting it up. Knocks it down. It's great defense by Hart, but Hart is in a tough position. He's a two guard playing small forward or power forward. So that's going to be tougher any day. As currently we got Cat at the 5, OG at the 4, Josh at the 3, Mikal at the 2. As Josh knocks down a three-pointer. Let's go. He is 4 for his last 8, ladies and gents. That finger is not an issue right now. Hopefully it continues. As Knicks leave Jaden Daniels open, he dribble drives, gets into the paint, back out to Ant on the wing. Ant being guarded by Mikal, pump fake, drag steps, three-point shot up, no good. Rebound by Cat. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Fast break buckets. That's how we get back into this game, ladies and gents, with pace. Pace. Get that ball movement. Get that ball moving. Right now, Ant being guarded by Josh Hart. He gets into the paint. Pump fake. Back out. Stolen by OG. OG is currently 5th in the steals on that alley-oop. Knicks is in transition right now. 15-4 as Knicks trying to bring it back. Look, defense turns into offense. We like it. Come on, J-Dub. They getting back in there. As they call a foul on OG. On Rudy Gobert. See, that's all we need is a little aggression right now. Play solid defense. Yeah, OG, man. I want to say OG's in either the top 5 or the top 6 in steals currently. Oh, I think he's 7th. Either way, he's in the top 10 in steals this year. So let's get this man, everybody. Let's get this man into all NBA defensive. We need that for him. That'll be good for the Knicks in general. That's where you get Julius. Julius being back down. He's surveying the floor. Pump fake back out to Mike Conley for 3, and Mike knocks it down. It is great. 18-14 as Mike Conley kind of been demoted this year and placed on the bench as Dante is starting. He is getting old, so don't mind get that veteran presence come off the bench. As we have a Yabo Selly sighting as Mikal gets into the paint, mid-range, No good. Rebound by Nas Reed. David, what's going on, David? This is going to be a good David. This is going to be a solid game, David. As they call an offensive foul. This is a test for the Knicks, David. Hopefully we could pull it through. But Minnesota's a tough team, especially since they got Anthony Edwards back. And it's the Garden. You know, Ant want to show out in the Garden. Julius revenge game. So this is a test for us to showcase what we got. Let's see. Brunson at the top of the key. Doesn't use the pick and roll. As he is posting up. Gets into the paint. But a goaltend by Nas Reed. As Brunson gets on the board currently. Let's see. Brunson was 1 for 3. Only with 2 points, but he do have 3 assists, so we appreciate Brunson for that. Let's get this defense going. Julius gets into the paint, passes it off. Back out. You got Jalen McDaniels. Look like Knicks are in a cover 3 zone right now, but Julius still gets into the paint with a crafty left hand layup. That was a solid move by Julius. I did not expect for him to get through like that. Hit him with the in and out power dribble, gets up. But my question is, how did he get there? Let me see if I could pull something up. As they just an instant replay of Julius with the in and out. So 21-16 on my end. You know my screen is a little behind. But Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson doesn't use the screen. Gets it to the paint. Back out to Josh. Can Josh do it? Josh Hart knocks down the 3-point. Knicks getting back on defense. We like it. Julius in the post. Guarded by Yabusele. But Yabusele to no foul. Julius Randle. 11 early points as he is going to work. 23-19. As Josh is doing his thing. That finger is not holding him down as Brunson gets into the paint. Pass it out to Josh again. Josh pump fakes at the 3. Gets into the paint. Yabusele catching 3 corner. David, we appreciate the follow, David. Thank you, sir. Appreciate, the subscription. Thank you for rocking with us, David. But Knicks are back within 1. Look, so far, so good. Knicks are staying the course. We definitely need to do a better defense on Julius. It seems like Julius might be the focal point tonight. So hopefully Knicks can stay packed and hold down Julius Randle. And Julius currently 4 for 6 with 2 for 3 from the field. From the 3-point line, actually, is 11 points. Oh, appreciate you, Dan. Look, you know what's crazy? I got this from Publix, right? My first time stepping into Publix, right? I'm like, hold up. Bro, shirt was like $19, and then they had the shorts as well for $19. I said, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. My wife goes to Publix all the time, so I'm like, okay, look, we'll take it. We'll take it. But yeah, I got so much Knick gear, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yes, Julius Randle revenge games. 11 points, 1 assist. Jaden McDaniels coming in with perfect right now. He's 2 for 2 with 5 points. DiVincenzo with a 0 ball. I guess if we could keep Dante at bay, because we know Dante could catch fire very quickly. If we could keep Dante at bay, it'll keep the game close. And Mike Conley is in right now. Anthony Edwards on the bench. Currently, you got Josh Hart is leading the Knicks in scoring. Josh Hart, 2 for 2 for 3-point line with 6 points. Yabusele hit the tree ball not too long ago. Knocked that down. Jalen Brunson with 4 assists early in the game. This is the Brunson that I like. This is the Brunson that when he's facilitating, getting everybody involved in the first quarter, let them get their buckets. Because, like I said, Brunson with 2, Bridges, Mikal with 5, Hart with 6. Get everybody going. And then it's fourth quarter Brunson, right? Then it's captain time, right? Attack when it's time. But it's going to be a hard game on him because you pretty much going to have Jaden McDaniels going to guard him occasionally. You're going to have Anthony Edwards is going to guard him for the most part. And it's crazy. They're not going to call fouls. I'm tell you guys this now. They're not going to call a lot of fouls on Anthony Edwards. This is a national televised game. It's on ESPN. So Brunson might not go to the line or not. These are things that you got to pay attention to. You think they're going to want Anthony Edwards with 2 or 3 early fouls for him to sit on the game in a prime time? No, ladies and gents. It's still a business at the end of the day. But if Brunson could still be crafty and force it to where the refs have to make that call, let's see. Let's see as we get it going. Talk about 5 seasons Julius was with the Knicks, averaging 22. Look, I appreciate those Julius years, man. Julius and Coach Tibbs brought us back into relevancy, took us out of the darkness. You know, we were struggling, Knicks fans, beforehand. Multiple coaches. Look, even before Brunson came, we used to have a starting point guard for, I think, like 10 years straight. We had a different starting point guard, right? We had no consistency until we got Tibbs and Brunson and Julius. So kudos to them. As it looks like Minnesota, Naz Reid was backing down Josh Hart, almost turned the ball over. As we are back in it. Let's see. Minnesota's inbounding the ball. Back out to Daniels. Yabusele. So in the lineup right now, it's look like we got Landry Shamet who came in the game. But Julius making a tough shot on Yabusele. Knicks bring it in transition. Let's go. We got to get some things. All right. Brunson just got blitzed on the screen, but he's guarded by Mike Conley. Looking like that's what he wants to do. He want to post up Conley. Hits him with the Jordan fade, and he is on the bucket. Look, Brunson in that midi is good. We like it. We like it. But look, Yabusele on Julius. Let's see. Yabo, 285 pounds, they said he came into. Is getting back down by Julius. Out to Naz Reid for a deep 3. In and out. Rebound by Yabo. Let's go, Knicks. Julius bringing it up. Gets into the paint. Bump fade. Almost loses the ball, but he does. Out to Jaden Daniels in transition. Gets it blocked by Mikal. Back out to Mike Conley. The top of the key. Dishes off to Julius. Let's go. Let's get some defense. Julius back out to Conley. Conley catch and shoot 3. It is good. Look, we gotta watch out. We definitely need to get back on that defense. 26-24. As we get into some timeouts, and currently on the court, we have OG Anunoby, OG, Mitch, Brunson, Shamet, and Deuce. So we're pretty much going with the center and multiple guards, but we'll take it. As Brunson bring the ball up, Brunson high pick and roll, guard pick and roll. Great defense by Minnesota as they get around it. Back out to Mikal. It is fouled by Daniels. Let's see how many fouls Daniels got, because he has to sit down. He might be at 2 fouls. Look, we love the early foul trouble. Being in the early foul trouble makes a lot of sense. Get them in foul trouble, slow down the game. It's good. As Julius gets to the bench right now, you got Gobert, Edwards back in, Naz Reid, Conley, and Clark. Back out to Mitch. Let's see. Mitch needs to do better on his dribble handoffs. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It'd be too close. Like, him trying to make adjustments is not that good. As a tip-in by OG, we take it. As Deuce took the shot was a little shaky. Way to catch back up. That is definitely just solid, David. We coming back in. We got to get this defense going. This is because you here, David. Are we getting back into the game? Anthony Edwards tried to get the 3-point shot to no avail. As it an offensive foul called. That's what I'm talking about. OG, all defensive third man, I think, this year. I think so. What do you think, David? You think OG could possibly be in an all defensive team right now? I think he's like top 10 in steals and deflection. So we working to get OG there. I think he can if he can stay healthy and play over 65. But Brunson being guarded by, what was that? Brunson's shot was no good as he was guarded by Mike Conley. Wanted to foul, but didn't get it. And at the top of the key, 45 seconds left to go. He's going to hold it as he wants to dance, being guarded by Deuce McBride. Running pick and roll with Gobert. He gets around it. Mid-range jump shot for Ant. No good. Rebound by Brunson. 30 seconds on the clock. Brunson a fast break. He might want a 2-for-1, so I would attack. It's too late to attack on a 2-for-1. Brunson runs a pick and roll. He goes against it. Gets into the paint. Europe out to OG. OG pumps fake. Midi by OG. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Mitch needs to go right back up with that. But Knicks got it last second on the clock. Let's see what we can do. Brunson used the screen. Catch up for the three. No good. Rebound by Mitch. And it's good. Let's go, Mitch. Mitch with multiple offensive rebounds coming in. How many rebounds, Mitch? Mitch got 5 rebounds already, which is awesome. Let's see if we can pull up the instant replay really quickly. As you can see, missed the 3, catches up. Let's go. As the Knicks are trying to hold it down. Julius is back at the Garden. Coach is there. OG in transition on the alley-oop. Yabo with the splash. We'll take it. We'll take it. Way to close out the first quarter. I'll take the league anywhere I can get it. I'm going to be honest with you. I would take the league. But Knicks is shooting 47.6 from the field. But they're actually shooting better from 3. They're 57.1 with 5 turnovers. That's the key. That's the key. If we can keep our turnovers down, because Minnesota's playing great defense and we're, little turnovers here and there. But I feel like it's self-caused turnovers. So if we can handle the ball and have less turnovers than Minnesota, we win the game. Because turnovers, we're going to give them more possessions. They possibly run it on fast break. And Minnesota is actually pretty good in fast break. With you got Anthony Edwards or Julius Randle. Even Jaden McDaniels is pretty good on the open court. And 13 rebounds. But just like Knicks in normal fashion, Knicks in the first quarter, we're allowing the teams to shoot over 50%. This has kind of been a continuous thing for the Knicks. Early games. Chicago was shooting over 50%. Even Washington in the first quarter was shooting over 50% against the Knicks. We got to tighten that up. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. From the team. I want to take a, how we do it here. Let's take a look around the league to see what other games are going on right now. Currently, you have the Sixers against the Cavs. Sixers is an in-division team. I don't usually root for the Cavs, but I need Philly to kind of take a loss because if the Knicks win, we will be leading the Pacific Division, actually Atlantic Division. So that was one of my goals, is to get a division title for the Knicks. We haven't won the Atlantic Division in a long time. So I'm pushing for that. So the Sixers are currently down to the Cavs 58-63. Then we have the Utah Jazz against the Detroit Pistons 55-53. They're at the half. Brooklyn Nets. I think we got a game coming up against the Nets very soon too. Brooklyn Nets 54 points against the Pacers. They're in the second quarter, which looks like it's about to be halftime. Wizards and the Celtics. Look at the Celtics. I did not expect the Celtics to be where they at currently in the standings with only winning a couple games, but wow. Celtics right now down 7 by the Washington Wizards. I want the Wizards to win, right? Why? Because if the Wizards have a winning record to a certain extent, we might be able to get their draft pick. Remember, we have the 8th pick The Wizards have the 8th pick. But if they fall out of the 8th pick, the Knicks will get their draft pick. If they don't, then it will convert into 2 second-round picks. So the Knicks need that first-round pick from Washington. As the game it is back on, Knicks are back on defense. Anthony Edwards gets into the paint. Gets into the paint by Clark. Rebound by Cat. And we got Jordan Clarkson in the game right now. This is what I like. Get my man Jordan Clarkson in. He's been efficient for us the last few games. Averaging 15 points over like 55% from the field. So we'll take that. We'll definitely take it. As Knicks back on defense. A missed shot from Cat. Anthony Edwards gets into the paint for Gobert. Gobert is fouled by Clarkson. If I was Clarkson, I would have tried to take that charge. They headed with that dribble handoff in the middle on a cut. Once you're there, sit there, take that charge, man. Don't foul. Even though Gobert is not a great foul shooter, he's not a bad foul shooter at that either. So you gotta be mindful of that. That is currently 26-28. As Gobert goes 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 27-28. Knicks bring it up. OG back to Deuce. Deuce back to Cat. The ball is poked out by Naz Reid. Knicks got to currently get it going. And this year, I'm like, where's the pace? Right? They were talking about pace, running the ball up, scoring that. You don't see it that often. You don't see it that often. As Cat at the top of the key. Definitely want Cat to be more aggressive. Dribble handoff to Deuce. Deuce get to the mid-range jump shot. Is cash money. That shot looks clean with Deuce. So Knicks get back on defense. Ant use a pick and roll with Gobert. Mid-range alley-oop up to Gobert as the Knicks fell asleep. Got to do better on that defensive end as Knicks bring it up quickly in transition. Cat gets into the paint. Throws the body and throws it down. As Gobert did not contest that. We like that aggressiveness from Cat. As we need some defense being played. They run another pick and roll. Gobert spins, almost travels. Back out. Knicks shuffles. Get back on defense. As Naz Reid gets into the paint. Spin off. Left hand layup. No good, but tips it in. Second effort for Minnesota. Gets them within 1. 31-32. Come on, Knicks got to do better. Knicks run a high pick and roll with Deuce and OG. OG at the top of the key. He better let it fly. 3-point bucket by OG. OG he's been lights out from three-pointer. It's been mostly corner, but he's letting it fly all over. As Minnesota has constantly been running pick and rolls. They're using and putting Cat in the pick and roll, which makes sense because Cat is horrible in the pick and roll. We all know that. Cat is disgusting in the pick and roll. He's disgusting in a pick and roll. So it makes sense for Minnesota to attack that. Why? They know best. Jay Mills. You said there's no more Tibbs. That's why. What up, Jay Mills? Look, Julius top of the key. Handed off to Ant. Look, another pick and roll. It gets through it, leaving Naz Reid open, but to no avail. We'll take it. OG bringing that ball up. OG in transition. I like it. They run another screen. OG dishes it off to Clarkson. Clarkson back to Deuce. Knicks swinging the ball, but back to Cat in the post. But he got Ant on him. Cat better be aggressive. Gets in there, throws it down on 2 players. Cat is looking like prime Shaq in the post. It makes sense. Let's go. We got to show an instant replay. Can I get the instant replay of Cat in the post? Let's see. Run a set. Run the high pick and roll. It's great ball movement. Packs it in. Look at this, ladies and gents. This is what we call backing them down, mouse in the house, or barbecue chicken. Right? Barbecue chicken. As the Knicks go up again with a nice little bucket from Mikal. 31-39. Let's get this. They got the pressure on him. Time to lock up. I'm about to say. Thornton, what is going on, Thornton? As Antwood knocks down the three, getting it tight in here. Forgive me, Thornton, as my chat is not up on the shorts, though, but I appreciate you rocking with us, Thornton. Appreciate it as Knicks turn the ball over again. Back out, Julius gets into the Euro step. Back out, Dante open for the three-pointer. It's cash money. You can't leave Dante open like that as they're making the run. It is 37-39. But appreciate you rocking with us and being here. As Jordan Clarkson shoots the three-pointer, no good. Rebound by OG. OG goes up, no good. Grabs his own rebound, misses that as no call is fouled. Knicks in transition or guarding the transition. Back out to Anthony Edwards. Wide open. Rebound by Cat. We definitely didn't need that three to go down. But OG trying to get into the paint. Passes out Mikal. Mikal for the corner three. Bank it, as you heard that echoes throughout the garden as a missed shot. Knicks back on defense. We got to get it going. Anthony Edwards on the post, as he said he's been working on this, but turns the ball over by Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson on the right wing gets into the paint, guarded by Naz Reid. Dribble penetration and turns the ball over. As it is 37-39 on my end. Knicks are trying to stay in it, putting the pressure on Minnesota right now, which is good. OG heads to the bench, but Knicks right now currently with 7 turnovers. We need to monitor the turnovers, guys. So it's Corey Thornton. Appreciate you, Corey. I didn't see the Corey part. Corey Thornton. Thank you for being here. As the Knicks playing great defense and turn the ball over. Minnesota is turning the ball over as well, so we'll take it. It's Deuce bringing the ball up. Deuce going straight down the paint, being aggressive. Layup, it is good. As Finch calls a timeout. As Deuce caught the guy slipping. What up, Corey? What up, Corey? Appreciate you rocking with us, Corey. Look, Knicks is in the house, Corey. How you feeling about the Knicks? Holding the league right now. Currently 41-37. This is a statement game. You know, as much as Julius is coming back and he need to prove, and he actually doing his thing with 11 points. But the Knicks as a whole right now, Towns with 8 points, Mikal with 7, Josh Hart with 6 off the bench, Deuce with 4. The whole team is eating this year. Now, I love when Tibbs was here, but the whole team is eating. The entire team is eating right now. I love it. Let's you know me, I'm a stats guy. Let's bring up some stats. Let's bring up my Knicks stats right now. OG with 7, Towns with 8, Mikal with 7, Brunson with 4, Josh with 6, Yabusele with 3, Deuce with 4. It's a collective. They gotta play with ice water in their veins. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Leave it on the court. Gotta be aggressive. Saying ice in the veins. He's saying I can't show the veins real quick, but put the ice in the veins. We like that. We like that, Corey. It's 100%. But we're looking good. Like, you know, stagnant first quarter. Gradually get it going. But that's always been the issue with the Knicks. It takes a while for them to get it going. But Definitely. And I agree with you. They gotta play aggressive. They gotta put it all on the line. And I think Cat came out with that mentality with 4 early points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Even Mitch with 4 offensive rebounds. Mitch only played 4 minutes. Got 4 offensive rebounds, 5 total, and a bucket. We need to get Mitch the ball more in that paint so he could get people in foul trouble, but that's a different story. We'll take what we can get, to be honest with you. But so far, so good. Knicks holding on against the T-Wolves. And we know the T-Wolves could be a solid team, too. We went to the Western Conference Finals, similar to the Knicks going that far. So this is a team to expect to be great and good at the end of the season. So it's a great competition for the Knicks this year. So far against Cleveland Cavaliers, the Knicks showed up. when we played them early. That was solid. Boston, now it was a depleted Boston team, but we still gave them the business. So those are two teams that I really wanted to get some wins in earlier. And now against Minnesota, I'm feeling the same thing. Since every player on the Knicks has to be accountable. It's called how bad do you want this championship? Sometimes I feel like we as fans want it more than them. But yes, they gotta show up. They gotta ball. They gotta want that. Like, you got that taste last year. You got that taste last year. We went the furthest in over 20 years. Right? They gotta want to. They gotta want it. I want it. Right? Do they want it as bad as us? But they still gotta play it out. They still gotta play it out. And I think Brunson do. As Knicks are back on defense. As Naz Reid get the 3-point shot up. No good. Look, we like it when teams shoot the 3 ball. We definitely do. As Josh Hart is wide open for the 3 as they leave him open. Rebound by Jordan Clarkson, but tipped out of bounds by Dillingham. Now, Dillingham in Minnesota actually like Dillingham. I believe he was playing for, I forgot what college. But I think it was Kentucky. Was it Kentucky or another school? But Rob Dillingham is pretty good. As Mikal bring the ball up, sets a screen for Deuce. He doesn't use it. Deuce being guarded by Jaden Daniels. They run a screen. Naz Reid. Deuce with the high arcing 3. Let's go Knicks, 44-37. Knicks get back on defense. Julius being guarded by Cat. As Daniels gets into the paint, blocked by Cat. Cat playing defense. Josh Hart with the rebound in transition. Back out to Cat. Cat on his tippy toes. Wanted to shoot the 3, being guarded by Naz Reid. They runs a set. Great pass. Hold on, Cat just had a Magic Johnson moment. Through the pass to Jordan Clarkson cutting. He gets into the paint. Knicks are on a roll right now. Josh Hart being guarded by Julius. Julius on the wing, posting up. Julius almost turns the ball over. Back to Jaden McDaniels at the top. Jaden gets into the paint, and it is fouled. Great defense. Let me see. We missed it. We missed that play, but we got to get the instant replay of that Magic hit him with the hee. Great pass by Cat. And Cat on the wing, man. Cat can set up our guys. He definitely can. But I'm gonna pop in every now and then to see if we can look. Nah, that's the block. We don't want to see the block. We want to see the Magic Johnson play. Look at the Magic Johnson play. Cut through. Hee. We'll take it. We'll take it. As Nas knocks down a free throw. Knicks are bringing the ball up. We got Deuce. Deuce with the ball in his hands against Rob Dillingham. Passes it out to Josh. Josh dribble penetration up to Mikal. Almost turns the ball over into the crowd. Back out. So it looked like Josh is being guarded by the center. They keep putting centers on Josh. Josh have to be aggressive. Julius Randle steps into a 3-point shot. Cans it as he gets under the pick and roll. You can't get under the pick and roll. 42-46. As Julius Randle with 14 early points. As he's getting easy buckets. Julius is getting... They're making this easy for Julius. As Mikal bringing the ball up. Julius is 5 for 8 currently right now. That is too easy. Too easy. But definitely appreciate you rocking with us, Corey. As we got Cat in the post. Cat being guarded by Julius. He stops and pops from the 3-point line. No good as Julius gets the rebound. Julius is bringing the ball up. Uses another screen. Gets into the paint. Almost throws it away. But a foul is called. As they're saying, they're holding on to his hand. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. But I guess they called the foul on the floor. So we got Brunson, Clarkson, Hart, Mitch, and OG currently on the floor. I don't know why they sitting Cat. Cat need to be in there, unless Cat got multiple fouls. But we got Mitch back into the game. OG almost steals it, but OG being guarded by Julius. Julius passes out to Dante. Dante catch and shoot. Just knocks it down clean. Jeez. 45-46 right now. Brunson used the double screen. Gets around it. Passes it out to Josh. Josh being guarded by Dante. Back out to Clarkson. As the Knicks are just operating so far out. Jordan Clarkson trying to catch the shoot the three. Tipped by Robinson. He falls down. Minnesota's in transition. Back out to Conley. Conley to Naz Reid. Another three. Knocks it down. Look, come on, guys. They're starting to pull it away right now. They're running a dribble handoff with Mitch. Back out. OG catches it, almost loses it. Mid-range, gets into the post. Back out to Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson off the floater is usually cash money, but no good. As Clarkson, who's been on fuego the last couples of games, is coming out a little short as he's 1 for 4. But Mike Conley passes up to Julius. Julius back out to Conley. Conley back out to Dante. Dante catch and shoot. Hits the shot down. As Dante just caught fire with 3 straight threes from Dante. As Minnesota's using the three-point line to come back into the game. See, the Knicks are giving them these three-point opportunities, especially in transition. Knicks are not getting back into the corners. Everybody knows in transition, this is a copycat league, and this is what everybody's doing now. They're running back into the paint, and they're spacing. Everyone getting to the corners. They run into the paint, dribble drive, corner three. And Minnesota got a lot of guys that can shoot threes, especially when they go small with Julius and Naz Reid, who's 6'8" and 6'11" respectively. And when the Knicks go small, we go small and we're like 6'8" and 6'7". So, gotta play better defense. It's not even Anthony Edwards that's killing us. It's this darn three. Right? Look at Minnesota. Let me see if I can pull the stats up. You can see Minnesota is killing us. 52 from the field, 55 from three-point line. You can't win a game like that. You can't. Corey says, even if they make it to the NBA Finals, that will never be good enough for me. They have to win it all this year. Forget next year. Go hard or go home. New York Knickerbockers. I'm with you, Corey. I'm with you. We've been suffering from years. We've been grinding for years. We've been complaining for years. We talking about going to players with Ronaldo Balkman or going through players with Jerome James. We just endless players that hasn't gotten us over the hump to where we went and got Steve Francis, to when we went and got McGrady. You know, all these players we brought here still couldn't do it. Still could do it. You know, the New York Knicks had to know how to hold on to their leagues. Hold on to the leagues and have every game that they play in this 82 game season. Now I'm with you. And that's one of the issues is we come out flat the halftime, or we don't hold on to a lead. We don't play aggressive defense. We let the defense dictate our offense, and then we don't show the intensity. But I think we can pull it. I think we can pull it. Because remember that Washington game, it was a seesaw game until we eventually put the latches on it. So I'm hoping that we can do the same on this. And it seems that the three-pointer is killing us. So let's make the adjustment on guarding the threes. I think that's if coach can make an adjustment, like this is where we brought you here to make adjustments. Let's see. Let's see what coach got. We brought him here for a reason. So if he can make that adjustment, we as fans, we're seeing it live, right? 3 points is killing us. 3-point line is killing us. Let's make this adjustment. Let's make the adjustments. But currently 51 to where we at? Because I think the Knicks has scored. Or my score is a little different. As they're talking about Knicks Celebrity Row. Knicks are bringing the ball up. Brunson back into the game. Let's see. Knicks are running their sets. They run a high pick and roll. Clean screen for Jalen Brunson to come off the three. Mitchell Robinson setting that solid screen. Gets it, but now we got to get back on the defensive end, which it looks like we possibly didn't because I see they scored. There's Julius Randle using the screen. He got Mitch on him. Let's see what he's going to do. The infamous step back three-pointer. No good, but rebound by Gobert. Brunson steals the ball. We'll take it. Brunson in transition. Look, Mitch, run the floor, Mitch. Brunson back out to Hart. Hart, you're supposed to get that ball to Mitch. Let Mitch work on his post move. But it gives it back to Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson goes for another three-pointer to no avail. Rebound by Dante. Dante with the mask. Gives it up to Jaden McDaniels, who gives it back out to Julius. Julius being guarded by... Hold on, pardon me. They trap Julius. Julius gives it up. Dante catch and shoots again. And Dante... We thought that this was a revenge game for Julius. It is Dante who is coming in on fire and just killing us with the three-point shots. As Josh catch and shoots off the three-pointer, no good. I think that's a bad possession. Minnesota back on offense. Gets it. Josh Hart with great defense stole the ball, but they call a foul on Jaden Daniels, and I think that is 3 fouls. For Jalen Daniels, we'll take it. Gotta text the wife real quick. So I need some water. But let's go. Brunson bringing the ball up, being guarded by Anthony Edwards. Seeing Ant is playing in spurts, so we like it. Jackal, we here, Jackal. What's going on? As let's go. 3-point shot because Jackal came in and Josh is knocking down threes. They need to give oh yeah, we definitely need to get Dante back. The big Ragu was 100% a fan favorite. As Dante catch and shoots again, no good. Rebound by Gobert, but Knicks ball. So look, we need to find out how we can get Dante back. Get a trade or something. But Dante would be perfect off the bench. As Knicks bringing it within 2, 54 to 52. Swinging a rock with 55 seconds left to go. Knicks need to kind of take the lead to get into the half. Or to at least even it up. As Cat turns the ball over, but Dante kicked the ball out of bounds. Knicks have 2 seconds left. Excuse me, 3.5 seconds left to get up a shot. Let's see if they do. But Jackal, what's going on? Appreciate you rocking with us. Appreciate you being here. Jackal always shows some love, so we appreciate that. As Knicks get the ball in, back out to Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. Left hand floaters, no good. Rebound by Cat. Big body Cat. Cat's been aggressive on the offensive glass this year. Very impressed. As Knicks get back on defense, Anthony Edwards get into the post. Back out to Julius. Julius just bulldoze. And please say that's a charge. They called a blocking. That's crazy. 2 fouls on Towns. As Julius just went and bulldoze. But he tried to get in front. Okay, he tried to get in good position. He good. Talk to us. He says, OG, the last time the Knicks won a championship was when the movie Crooklyn came out. Oh, we know Crooklyn. Wait, you sure that was the last time? I don't know if that's the last time they won a championship. They were Crooklyn. I don't know if, unless Crooklyn was a remake with Spike Lee Crooklyn. I remember that. But look, last time Knicks won a chip was what, 90, 70, 73 or 72? He said Crooklyn came out. This is so sad. We need to play with a chip on our shoulders in every game. Play like it's your last game. Like it says, you will ever play in Knicks uniform. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Appreciate you rocking with us, Corey. We need this vibes. We need this energy, Corey. As it is 56-54. Knicks trying to score 21 seconds left to go. They're trying to dish it off. Josh dribble handoff to OG. OG got to be aggressive. Way too many. Knicks turn the ball over. Dante in transition with Julius. Julius tips the fast break bucket in. As Josh gets it in, 7 seconds left to go on the clock. He goes coast to coast. Try to throw the ball in, but turns it over with 1.1 second left to go. And it's going into the half. Let's see if the Knicks can get some type of buckets going, but possibly don't with 1.1 second left to go. Let's see. Let's see what's set. It's taking the Knicks a minute to get into the sets. Says we got to win a chip for 70s legends. Who's definitely 100%. Oh, man. Claude would love it. Who's still with us. Definitely. Knicks get the ball in. Out to Cat. Cat pumps fake for the three-pointer. Hits at the top of the rim. We are heading into halftime. Let's see. Are we able to see this last play? The instant replay of the Knicks clanking this 1.1. We could have did a better job of attacking the paint on this last possession. There's 1.1 seconds left to go. We needed a cut for someone to get to the basket, but Cat pumps fake, tries to knock down a three, but misses it. Here we go. Knicks down 4 as we give up 32 points in the second quarter. Gave up 26 in the first, but Knicks only scoring 26. Knicks down by 4. I think we're in a good spot. Even though sometimes in the third quarter, Knicks come out short. Knicks don't prevail in that quarter, but I think we've learned, especially from the last game where we actually did a lot better. But 58 Minnesota, 54 Knicks. Head over to the stats. You know I'm a stat guy. Let's look at Julius. Julius, revenge game, 6 for 10 from the field, 60%. This guy is 3 for 5 for 3 right now. Julius is 3 for 5 for 3. He's feeling it. We got to do a better job of being aggressive on Julius. I feel like the ball is moving so well for them that he's just walking into these wide open threes. We got to do a better job. We got to do a better job. Who else? Jaden McDaniels, he's been in foul trouble for the most part of the game, but he still has 10 points. He's still shooting efficient. I want to say, besides Naz Reid, everybody else is still shooting efficient. Right? Rudy Gobert, he's 5 boards. He's 100% from the field, but his 6 rebounds is still pretty good. Dante DiVincenzo literally caught fire. All of his 3-pointers came in that second quarter. Right? And I stated, if we can keep Dante in 3-point check, we'll be fine. Instantly caught fuego. Instantly caught fire. Literally knocked down 4 3-pointers in that quarter. So Dante is there with 6 points and 3 assists. Got to do better. And on the Knicks' perspective, is no real dominant single player. The ball is kind of facilitating and the ball is movement. I'm looking at it. We got multiple guys with multiple shots. Gershon is the only one that just kind of took 1 attempt. But Josh with 6 attempts. Miles with 4 attempts. Clarkson with 4 attempts. Brunson with 9. Mikal with 7. Mitch only with 2, but that's fine. Cat with 7. OG with 6. So that ball is moving. That's what I like. I've always talked about, in order for teams to win championships, you got to have a systematic offense, ball movement, and multiple guys being able to put the ball in the court. And the Knicks are showcasing that. The Knicks is definitely showcasing that. But I need captain to be captain. Right now, 7 points, those 5 assists is good. It's key. We appreciate those 5 assists. I need you to be the captain, right? I need you to be the man that you know to be. All right, Cap? He's playing around. He's playing around. But some stats that I did want to talk about and bring up beforehand is, let me see. I don't want to bring up nothing on Twitter. It's the advanced stats. All right. I don't know if you can see the advanced stats, but the Knicks in offensive rating is currently 13 in official rating with 116 points a game. So we're not too far at the top 10. Ultimately, my goal was for the Knicks to be in the top 10 in defense and the top 10 in offense. Let me switch over here and hold on 1 second. Pop that up, right? 116 on offensive rating. We are currently, what I said, 13th in offensive rating, right? Then we go to the defensive rating. We're 12th. I'll take that with 113 with a net rating of +3. Pardon me. So 13th in offense, 12th on defense, right? For us learning a new offensive scheme, for us learning a new defensive scheme, I think that's solid, right? Y'all don't think that's solid? Like, I think that's very key for a new team. This is a new team we talking about, right? New, well, granted, two new players, but it's an entirely new offense. So you could say it's a new team. We are 13th in offensive efficiency, and we're 12th in defensive efficiency through 7 games. Now, granted, getting to Christmas or past Christmas and New Year, I think once we get settled and everybody get their reps and we understand things, we can squeeze into that top 10. Right? On efficiency, I'm okay with us being 13th and putting up 116 because you put up 117, you literally in the 6th spot. So we're not too far out with being top 10 in offense. You literally by a point in efficiency. For me, where it's at is the defensive efficiency at 113 currently. All the top teams are 110, 109, 110. To get in the top 5, we got to keep teams to 110 points per game. If we could keep guys to 110 points per game, which is just 3 points less, and make it in the top 10 efficiency, I'm good. I think we'll be great. So to be only, let's look at the defensive rating. To get into the top 10, we're literally 1 point something. Right? To get into the top 10. So all we need to allow is 1 point less to be in top 10 of defensive efficiency. So I think the Knicks are at a great spot because we don't have it rolling. Like, the offense is not rolling like it needs to. Right? I truly think that we can average 120 points per game. And if we do that, we'll be 4th. Because you got the Houston Rockets right now putting up 123 points. You got Denver 121, Philly 121. But you know what it is? Their pace is probably top notch. Let's look at pace. Actually, no. So for the Rockets to have the most offensive efficiency, for their pace to be at the bottom at 97, that means they're being efficient. They're scoring whenever they get that basket. So kudos to them. Definitely kudos to them. I give them props for that. I definitely do. But, you know me, I like to take a look around the league to see what else is going on. Look like the Cavs are still holding on to that league, so Philly might potentially be 5-3. And if that's the case, Knicks can possibly take first place in the Atlantic Division. That means something to me. Might not mean something to you guys, but I need that Atlantic Division. Then, of course, the Utah Jazz is currently going against the Detroit Basketball. 67-75, as I think Detroit is going to pull that one out. Look at the Nets. The Nets are holding on. Last time we looked, the Nets were down against the Pacers, and obviously the Pacers without Halliburton, without Halliburton, are don't look that good. I actually thought they would be pretty much better because of Naismith. I thought Naismith would have been there. And he was killing the Knicks. He was doing great. So I thought that he would take this leap and get them going. They still got T.J. McConnell, still got Opie, but I guess losing Miles Turner was a defensive presence and a spacer for them kind of changes things. But Nets are holding on to that. The Wizards and the Celtics. Wizards were beating the Celtics last time we checked, but looked like the Celtics said we are not taking that L tonight. Rockets and the Grizz. You know, Grizz is having issues with Ja Morant, so he's possibly going to be on the trading block. So we'll see what transpires with on that end with the Grizzlies. But the Rockets leading the league in offensive efficiency right now is in the tops. So it's a tough team to guard. Then, of course, you got the Pelicans and the Mavs currently. Pelicans up 9-0. So that's pretty much a look around the league. Well, actually, no. We got, let me see, did the Heat play yet? Let's take a look. Nope. So the Heat plays at 9. Spurs and Lakers, that's a 10 o'clock game. I think that's a game I do want to watch. I think that's right after this Knicks game. So after this game, I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to watch that game because the Lakers right now are, I want to say, first and second. The Spurs and Lakers are first and second in the Western Conference. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought Lakers and the Spurs top of the division, right? Lakers with no Braun, right? Looking amazing with Luka coming in there doing this thing, and the MVP of this year, it's literally in the hands of Wembanyama. Wembanyama is leading the Spurs on a 5-1 record. You know, if I'm a betting man, which FanDuel, holla at your boy. You know, I utilize FanDuel every now and then. You know, I will put my money line bet on the Spurs for that. You know, I only do money line, you know, straightforward, either win or loss. But you could either do money line, you could do over and unders, or you could do the spread. Me, I don't like to do the spread. Maybe other things. Pause. Nah, but correct. We gonna keep it professional. But then of course the Wizards and the Kings and the Thunder and the Blazers. So we got a full spread lineup tonight of pure basketball. This is why I love the league. This is why I love the NBA, especially with their new endorsement deals. We were getting multiple games on national televised games every day of the week. You know, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, you know, shout out to the NBA of pushing, making that push. But we might get the game going soon. Knicks right now shooting 45.7 from the field, 44 from 3, 8 turnovers. So we don't mind the 8 turnovers. We like that. We're on pace for roughly 16 turnovers, which I think that 14 is the key. We could keep only 14 turnovers. We have the possibility of winning the game. That's pretty much the key for us for this third quarter. But then also keep Minnesota from this high offense they got. They're shooting 52 from the field goal and 52 from 3. Something have to give, right? We got to defend the 3-point line, right? We're gonna break down the keys. Break down the keys. The Spurs and Lakers on top of the West it's feeling like 2004. That's a fact, Jacko. Early 2000s. Definitely early 2000s right now. We like, yo, what's going on? But it's definitely early 2000s with the Spurs and Lakers at the top. But those are great times, though, Jacko. Great time during the league. Early 2000s, Tim Duncan, Spurs dynasty. You had the Lakers. You had the T-Wolves with Garnett and Wally Zerviak. Wally. Great. Houston Rockets had the Yao Ming. Well, actually, on the 2000s, it wasn't really Yao. You had the Steve Francis time period. T-Mac. Actually, no, Yao was there. Was there during around that time period, too. Yao Ming. Like, it was a good time. Good time for basketball. Detroit Pistons was heavily during that time. Look, AI, I want to say in 04, was AI still in Philly? I think AI was still in Philly. Good times. But those were crazy times for my Knicks in those years. We had Marbury, and I think in 2004 we had Stephon. We made the playoffs with Stephon, so it was a good time for us Knicks fans for a little bit during that time period. But oh man, yeah, 2004 was a good year. It was a good year. But we are waiting to get this half going. I might have to call my wife real quick, see if she could bring me a water. She did not respond to my text, so she's probably there eating. Hold up. Gotta make a quick call. So I don't know where my wife is. I need some water. I texted you. Can you bring me some water, please, love?
Sorry. Okay.
Thank you. You know, wife had to help me out. Like I said, those 2000 Spurs were great. I was big on Duncan and Ginobili. Because Coach Pop, man. Coach Pop and that motioned offense, that was like basketball at its purity. And Tim Duncan operated so well in that mid-post, free throw extended, was the big fundamental, right? It was like how basketball was supposed to be played. You know, this is how we grew up on that basketball. Like, that's what we grew up on. So, nah, you're right. You are right. As we are ready to set it off. Setting the quarter off. 58 to 54. Darling, you gave me these baby ones, darling, not the big ones. That's fine. Can I get another one? As a block shot by Mikal. We appreciate Mikal. Thank you. Brunson bringing the ball up out the Cat. Cat catch and shoot on a three-pointer. Cat threes are not dropping tonight. But Minnesota in transition out to Dante. Dante misses. Woo. I didn't need that shot to drop by Dante. Brunson bringing the ball up. High pick and roll with Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. Once the midi shot, no good. Dante out back to Julius. Julius on the trail. Fast break. Gets it in. 60 to 54. As OG almost turns the ball over. Back out to Cat. Cat passes it to Mitch. But they turn the ball over. That was a bad pass, right? You can't fault Mitch on messing up that play. Our Knicks were woeful. Oh yeah, we were bad in the early 2000s. We were bad. As Dante comes off a curl, gets into the paint, botched the layup. We'll take it. As Knicks in transition back to Mikal. Mikal stops and pops for three, knocks it down. Look, we need Mikal to get it going. Look, we need to get this defense going. 60 to 57 on my end. Julius is utilizing the screen. Pulls up for the three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound by Minnesota. Back out. Josh Daniels shoots a three. Misses it. Rebound by Brunson. Brunson on a fast break. I need him to be aggressive. Back out to OG. OG in the paint. We'll take it. OG. Look, That's what we talking about. Get him in the paint. Look, and you leave Daniels open. Daniel catch and shoot. It hits the three. Knicks messes it up on defense. Gives the ball back to Daniels. Daniels knocked down the threes. 63-59. Knicks are getting into their sets. Knicks need to run some more plays. I'm going to be honest with you. I know we're trying to run this motion offense, but it's Miguel. I said Miguel. Who's Miguel? Miguel misses the three. Julius brings the ball up in transition. So it's looking like Minnesota's using Dante as a deterrent. I mean, using Anthony Edwards as a deterrent because he's just bringing the ball up and facilitating while everybody else is kind of putting in work. But yeah, I don't know why. They see Mitch is over there. Somebody need to help. But the Knicks are not. They're not on the same page defensively. That's one thing. We got to get back on that. 63-59. Right, pick and roll. Stolen by Mitch. Mitch get the hands out. Mikal in transition out to Brunson. Brunson pump fake. Back out to OG. OG gets into the paint. Mitch is foul on the putback. We like Mitch on that offensive end. We like Mitch. Get into the paint. So now with not gonna lie. With Gobert in the paint, right? The Knicks are not attacking. We could see that clear and early. Knicks are not attacking with Gobert in the paint. I need them to still be aggressive. As Mitch heads to the free throw line, let's see if he can knock it down. And very flat. I don't get it. I don't get it, Mitch. All right, let's get this defense. Ant dribble at the top of the key. Uses a pick and roll. Mikal gets over it. Back out to Daniels. Daniels being guarded by Cat. Gives it up and turns the ball over. We like it. Great defense by the Knicks. But let's go. This is the opportunity to score. Knicks bringing that ball up. You got Brunson at the top of the key. Runs a high pick and roll with Mitch. Mitch rolls. Brunson all the way through. Back out to Mitch. Mitch with the Shaq slam. See? Feed Mitch. Let's go, Brunson. Brunson for finding Mitch. We like that. OG almost steals the ball. Let's go. We'll take it. Let's see if we can get an instant replay real quick. See that? Running high pick and roll. Mitch right there. Catches it. Throws it down. Look. We like that. High efficient pick and roll. Feed my guy. You feed my guy. Right? But Mitch playing in spurts. Let's go. Ant in the mid-range. Dribble gets into the paint. Back out to Julius. Julius doesn't takes it. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound by Gobert. Look, Gobert on that glass. It's going to kill us. Knicks need to do a better job on that. Cat catch and shoots on a trail three. Cat knocks it down. We'll take it. Hold up. Let me see. Let's get it going. Right now, Knicks are up by 66-65, and that's due to our defense, right? Defense and guarding that three-point line. And Cat needs to get it going. Just walks into a deep three. Let's see if I can pull that up. As we're going to show it really quickly. Okay, no, that was a foul on the play. That's not Cat walking into the deep three. Let's see. Okay, this is Cat. It's Cat walking into that deep three. Splizash. Right? That's what we need. We need Cat to get it going. We need Cat to get it going. Currently 66-65. With 7:47 left to go. But how we feeling tonight, Knicks fans? This is it's definitely gonna be a good one. We are rolling. Says I've been realized what the New York Knicks. I want them to win more than they want to win. Oh, that's always been the case. We always want them to win more. They gotta have that passion in my fire, and my passion in the sport. To want to win, go hard or go home. New York Knickerbocker. Corey, you preaching to the choir, my guy. You are preaching to the choir. You are 100%. You're speaking facts. You're speaking facts. Us Knicks fans want to win more. It feels sometimes than the actual Knicks players. But they are playing the game. They are the ones that going through the motions. So it's going to be tough. They got to put in the work. They got to go against the dominant teams. But like you said, it's the effort. We appreciate effort. We appreciate them going out there, putting their bodies on the line, making smart plays. Right? We appreciate that. Like we showcase, like Josh Hart. We see Josh Hart lays it out there every night. We see the aggression. Now, he might not make all the best plays, but best believe he's going to rebound. Right? His defense is not where it needs to be. You know, against the guards. The forward, yes, because he could be more stronger because he get killed against the quicker guards. But I think under Mike Brown, the new offense, the new defense, right? We got an offensive coordinator. We got a defensive coordinator, right? More of a collective unit. Corey, I think the Knicks could potentially win a championship. Now, would it be this year? Who knows? It could be next year. But I do see a championship being imminent in the Knicks' future. I think. Who's going to win? That's up to you. What do you think? What do you think? What is that? Claudia? I can't really see that. Let me see. We're going to call you J.I. But, yeah, no, I think it's a close game. Minnesota's hanging on in there. They're playing great offense. Dante is killing us from the three-point line. Anthony Edwards just came back from a hamstring, so he's taking it easy on us. Julius Randle, revenge game. He's leading all scores with 20 points. So my Knicks just need to buckle down. As Minnesota wins the challenge. As Anthony Edwards at the top of the key. We need to get this defense going. And getting to the post against Deuce. Passes it to Dante. As Brunson caught sleeping, watching. As he scores. 67-66. Brunson guarding by Gobert. Mid-range jump shot. It is good. Brunson dancing at the top of the key. We like that. Dante bringing the ball up. Bringing it up. Look like we got to get defense going again. They're running high pick and roll. Deuce get around it. Gets under it. Ant pulls up for the three. No good. Ant's not in rhythm. We don't mind that. As Josh gets into the paint. Almost fouls back out to Cat. Cat pump fakes for three. Loses it back to OG. Come on, OG wide open. Oh, yeah. Ant is back. Ant is definitely back. But like I said, he just came back from the hammy. So he's a little shaken up right there. He's definitely shaken up. Jay Mills. What up? Look, Knicks get the steal, stripped it. Josh Hart bringing the ball up in transition. Knicks need to score, but Josh slows it up. Back out to OG. OG with another catch and shoot. No good, but Brunson with the offensive rebound. We like it. OG gets into the paint. No good. He misses it. Offensive rebound by Cat, but they call an offensive clear out by Cat. Oh, man. How? That is a shoulder bump. We need to we're going to have to show this replay. Look at this as Josh brings it up. Josh gives it to OG. OG blanks that. Look at Brunson playing aggressive, grabs the board. right? Gives it back to OG. OG gets into the paint, misses it. Cat grabs it. But now look at this. He just gives him that elbow, goes up, and they call an offensive foul. I think that's a bad call, ref. Bad call. But OG steals it. OG's on transition. Layup, it is good. Let's go. OG, we got to get back on defense. Knicks are up 73-67 as Randall gets into the paint. And they call a charge. Great defense by Josh Hart. Knicks are ramping up the defense right now. Josh Hart taking that charge. Much needed take as Knicks are trying to go on a run right now. We like it. Brunson gets into the paint. Give it out to Deuce. Deuce with the hockey pass to Josh. Josh gets into the paint. Back out to Brunson. Brunson catches, shoot, 3-pointer. Look, Brunson catch and shoot release. Clean. 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 Get that defense goes. This Ant gets into the paint and is fouled. Oh, man. Don't let Ant get started. Do not let Ant get started. As Ant, 8 points, gets into the paint off a Euro step, and a foul is called. But that was a clean Euro step by Ant. Right? And the hammy, you don't want to play with a hamstring, man. That hamstring tighten up on you. Don't forget, remember OG was sitting on the bench for a while with some hamstring issues. So you got to be cautious with that, which is why we don't see Ant really going crazy as he knocks down the three-point play, 70-76. As Josh Hart bring that ball up. You got Bridges bringing it down with a pick and roll from Mitch. Back out to Josh. Josh with the reverse layup. No good. Tip by Mitch. As we like it. Mitch on that offensive board. Mitch with 8 rebounds and 8 points. And a block shot by Mitch. Let's go. Let's go. Look, Corey said, yo, the New York Knicks fans are the great fans in all of NBA. I believe you. We need to have the winning chip this year. New York Liberty won it last year. You're so right. Liberty put New York back on the map last year. I was at the parade. They definitely did their thing. Corey knows. Corey's speaking facts. As Mitch is putting in work. Let's see, can we show that defensive and offensive possession from Mitch? Did I just miss that play? Yeah, I definitely just missed it. As they might show the instant replay of Mitch blocking the shot. Let's see. Mitch on the offensive end. We like that. And then, of course, Mitch playing that defense. But it's all good. It is all good. Knicks 70-78 right now. Knicks are holding on to a great third quarter. Great third quarter. Mitch making a big production for us right now. Yes, Jackal. Mitch is just holding us down. Mitch right now with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the field. So Mitch is getting his touches right now. Says New York Knicks need the channels that call. I mean, look, I might, I might. You look, join the Discord. Join the Discord. We could get some conversations in. I'm gonna start doing a second channel, or possibly do it on this, where we guys could call in. We could chat at halftime. We have you, Corey, come in and talk during the halftime. Jackal, you could get the halftime talk in, but definitely join the Discord. I'm gonna get that going soon. It's a lot of stuff I'm going to try to work on this year so that you guys can talk and join at halftime and after the games to kind of get your thoughts off. So, 100%. But 78-70, Knicks are making a solid push right now as we are up to 49% from the field, 48 from 3. But yet we're still turning the ball over. But it's less than Minnesota. So we'll take it. And, of course, we're out-rebounding Minnesota as well. So those are stats that I would take. Let me take a look at OG with 14, Cat with 13, Mitch with 8, Bridge with 10, Brunson with 12, Josh with 9, Yabo. Mind you, I feel like Yabo hasn't been in the game that much. He's been getting the short end of the stick, to be honest with you. But at least he's still good. It looked like he's still happy. He's still rocking with us, still rolling with us. But Deuce 7 points and Jordan Clarkson has kind of been on the low ball end, but we still rolling. As long as we get this dub, this is a pivotal dub. We need this. And Knicks are not the jinx. I don't want to jinx. Is it a jinx? Should I say it? Or should I hold on to it? I might hold on to it till the fourth quarter. But the Knicks are undefeated at home. So let's keep this streak going. Let's keep this streak going. Let's keep it going. As right now, Knicks pull up 26 points in this third quarter, only to Minnesota's 15. So we'll take it. We'll take it. As Julius Randle, top of the key, guarded by Mitch. So Minnesota's going small. Randle's trying to take him on the ISO, but he gets around it. Great block by Robinson. Pass it out to Mikal. Mikal in a transition 3, no good. Rebound by Mitch. Brunson wide open 3, no good. Rebound by Deuce. Deuce gets it in. Great offensive rebounds by the Knicks. Knicks are playing. We're scoring on all cylinders as it's a 14-3 league right now. We got to get the defense going. As Ant with the step back three-pointer knocks it down. We don't need Ant to get it going. We do not. As the Knicks are back to a 7-point game. As Josh Hart really quickly get back and scores 73-82. Deuce bringing the ball up. As we like it. As Ant is going on the offensive end. Spin, pump fake, gets into it, knocks it off the shot, no good. Rebound by Josh. Josh on a fast break, no foul called. No foul. As an and one by Julius. Julius scores over Mitch. But that's a bad call by the ref. That's a bad call. See, it's plays like this that usually turn the game around, right? Because Josh Hart fouled. The ref don't call anything. Now, Minnesota's allowed to get a transition bucket. They score, stops the clock, and they're able to put up one more as Julius attacks Mitch and gets the and one. Come on. Come on. Look, we got to play better in transition, to be honest with you. Julius is at the free throw line. Let's see if he can knock it down, as I think he will. And he does. Julius knocks down a free throw as Anthony Edwards head to the bench. Right now, you got Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson, Mikal, and Mitch on the floor. So we got all guards and a big. So it's going to be a lots of ball movement as Mikal dribble handoff off the Deuce, back out to Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. Euro steps, and it is good. We like it for Brunson as Brunson is starting to get it going. As we could get this defense going. Dante coming off a flare. Back out to Julius. Julius guarded by Mitch. Mitch gets into the play, but blocked by Mitchell Robinson. Knicks in transition. Can Josh scores? No good. He can't. Knicks trying to get back in transition, but Mike Conley turns the ball over. Knicks are hanging in there. I like how Mitch is playing great defense. We need that. Defense turns into offense right now. We loving it. Hart is great as those quick fast break layups. He is. That's why I'm like, yo, let us run more with him being aggressive on that. Like, let him run more. He is great. Let's get some Let's Go Knicks going right now. As Brunson pulls up for the three. Knicks are up by 11, 76-87. We got to get the defense going. Look, Mike Conley try to pull up for a three. Naz Reid being guarded by Hart. But they called a loose ball foul. Knicks are hanging in there right now. But we like it. Brunson coming along with 17 points, 9 assists, 7 for 15, 3 for 6 for 3 of 50%. We'll take it as we have multiple guys in double figures again. Ladies and gents, that seemed like it's the key for the Knicks. Multiple guys scoring. As they called a foul on Mikal as he was fighting to get over a screen. But Knicks are looking good. As we're not stagnant on offense. We're trying to move our feet on defense, so we're hanging in there, we're maintaining. So I like it for the Knicks. I like it. What says New York Knicks OG Dennis to continue to win at home and needs to win more on the road immediately. They have to play like all-stars. No, you're right, Corey. Mind you, we undefeated on the at home. All of our losses came on the road. So that's one emphasis that we need to is to win games away. Right? It's good to get those home cooked meals and get them wins in the Garden. But to be an elite team, you have to win on the road. And I think last year we were an elite team winning on the road. As Josh Hart walks into a three, what's going on? Josh is finding a rhythm on three, or maybe it's just confidence. As with the nerve damage on his hands, as Naz Reid knocks down a three, he says, you can make one, I can make one right back. As the bucket is good. Knicks are trying to stay in the game. They're running pick and roll. Guard, pick and roll. Brunson gets into the paint. The mid-range shot is good. Captain is showing you I can get it done. But let's play some defense now. With this lineup, though, Minnesota has been great with their three-pointers as Naz Reid gets another three out. No good. Rebound by the Knicks. Let's go. Brunson bringing that ball up. Got Brunson burner. Runs a guard pick and roll. Back out to Josh as Josh attacks the paint. Gets in there. Back out to Cat. Great attack and great cut by Cat. I have 81-94. Knicks are up by 13. But Minnesota running their set to come in. Back out to Naz Reid. Reid dishes is out to Lee Clark wide open as is back down to 10. As Knicks did not have nothing for that set right there. We have to do better. We have to do better on that. So these referees in the NBA are making a lot of BS calls this year. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Look, running a high pick and roll. Brunson pulls up for the three. Rolls over. No good. As this is not the time. Look, we got to play defense. We don't want to get Minnesota back into the game. Especially with this lineup. I think this has been their most efficient lineup. With Conley at the point. Naz Reid, Gobert, Dante, and Clark. They run a pick and roll, but they call a foul. But he's headed to the line. 14 seconds left to go. 84-94. Knicks are up by 10, and they call a cheap foul. That's no good. How's that a foul? But they showcasing Hart passing it up to Cat cutting. 5 for 10 from the field for Cat with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. So kind of a all over game for Cat. We like that all around game from Cat. We definitely like that. As Gobert goes to the bench, currently is Jaden McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, Michael Connolly, and Jay Clark currently in the game. So they're going small. They're going small with Naz at the 5. And the Knicks are countering that with Cat at the 5, Bridges at the 4, Brunson, Hart, and Shamet. As Brunson draws a foul, we like that. But Minnesota's not in the penalty, so we will go back. 9.3 on the clock. As I need the Knicks to score. I need the Knicks to score. They handed it in. Shamit passes it up to Cat. Cat pump fakes for the three. He gets it to the paint, and they called the offensive foul. And that's 4 fouls on Cat. I want to say, would they challenge it? I guess because he moved the arm. They call that charge on Cat. This is Cat 4th foul. Now Cat has to sit. Hopefully Yabusele could come in and keep it going. Actually, no. They go ultra small. They got Deuce, Shamit, Hart, Bridges, and OG to close out with 2.4 seconds left to go. So I guess it's good for everyone to switch. Ant pretty much from 30 feet. No good. 86-94. Knicks put up 40 points in that third quarter. That's a big third quarter for the Knicks. Towns love a good Jackal. This man, it's the gift and a curse with Cat. This guy, he's gonna put his hands in there and get a nonsense foul, or he's going to hook you, right? He's infamous for throwing a hook up, right? Somebody's coming by, he's grabbing a hook. Why are you hooking people, Cat? Right? He's infamous for that. How many offensive fouls early in the year was he being called for when he's driving and he's hooking on the people's arm and he's going up? Come on, Cat. We need you in this game, right? This is a pivotal game for us. It's a pivotal game. But we'll hang on. We'll hang on. Right now, OG 6 for 12 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3-point line with 14 points. Josh Hart with 14 off the bench. So Hart back to back, giving us the activity, giving us the confidence. This is good. Like, we would move as far as Josh Hart gets us going, right? As far as Jordan Clarkson gets us going, because that's our bench production. These are points and minutes that we need, especially when Cat needs to sit, Brunson needs to sit, and they're keeping us in the game, right? They take the lead. We bring in these guys. They'll extend the lead or just stay pace, right? Last year, we didn't have that. Last year, you bring in a bench, we would lose the deficit. We would lose the lead. Now, with Josh doing his thing, Deuce doing his thing, Shamit doing his thing off the bench, Clarkson off the bench, like, these are pieces that are great for us off the bench that can help us sustain these leads. So when Brunson needs to sit, that's fine. We got Clarkson that could come in, give you instant buckets, Deuce, instant buckets. And Josh is finding his rhythm in this offense. That's what I'm starting to see, is Josh doing this thing in this offense now, right? Where, how much points he had the last game? I want to say he had a double-double with 12 and 9 in the Chicago game. Then had, 15 and 10 in the Wizards game. Right now, Josh is currently with 14 and 5 and 3. So he's finding his rhythm right now under coach, and I'm liking it. I ain't gonna front. I was questioning early in the year, like, yo, that finger surgery looked like surgery is imminent, but he's rolling. But he's definitely rolling. And then we got our shooting coach has been working with him as well, so that could possibly help him out on his shots and his release. And it looked like he's jumping on his shots more. It's not flat. So that's good. But great third quarter. You know, the key to winning the third quarter, the Knicks did. So now it's sustain the lead. Play great defense, defend the 3-point line, right? Don't give up silly fouls. Play defense. And most importantly, score. Get buckets. Right? Easier said than done. But I got faith in my guys. as we get the ball rolling again. OG bringing that ball up. Like I like when OG run that offense at the top. Give it up to Cat at mid post. Free throw extended. OG with a 45 cut. They use a flare with Jordan Clarkson. He catches it. Pump fake off the three. Another pick gets into the paint. Right hand is good by Jordan Clarkson as he is on the board. Clarkson with 4 points off the bench. We need him to get it going. If Clarkson could get it going and put up 10 points in his fourth quarter, Knicks win the game. But Knicks on defense. Let's see. Mike Conley gets into the paint. Back out to Nas Reed. Stolen by Deuce. Knicks in transition. Deuce with the layup. It is good. Let's go. Defense. Defense will win this game. 86-98. But we need to keep this pace. Keep this pace, but lock it down. Jordan Clarkson gets under the screen. Leaves Julius at the top. Julius gets into the paint. Left hand is good over Yabusele. As Knicks has OG, Towns, Yabo, Clarkson, and McBride currently in the game. Let's see what Clarkson do. Clarkson bring the ball up. He's going to run a pick and roll with with Cat. Minnesota defends it well. Out to Deuce. Deuce off the dribble. Brings it out to Yabo. Yabo just catch and let it fly. I think that's because he didn't get any other shots. So he I need to let it fly. That was a bad shot. But Knicks back in possession. Ant being guarded by Yabo. And Ant just gets into the paint. And the ball flies out. As look, we don't need Ant to get it going. We do not. Right? Ant with 12 points, 4 for 11 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. You know, playing with a hamstring, your game is going to look off. I'm going to just be honest with you. As he heads to the line, misses the free throw. I don't know, maybe he needed to sit out. And I think this is a game you possibly needed to sit out. As, wow, Yabusele comes sit down. As Ant knocks it down. Yabusele, I commend this man as he came to play and not really been getting that much minutes. As OG gets into the paint, please say continuation. Let's go. And one from OG Anunoby. Look, OG, aggressive OG is great OG, man. He could get to the paint. Like, mind you, did we see all of this in Toronto? Like, OG in this offense looks amazing. Whether he's catching, shooting, whether he's posting up, and OG dunks everything. Like, if I'm 6'8", I'm in that paint and I'm banging, I'm dunking everything. Why do I need to lay up? So, they got a shot clock issue right now with the Tissot sponsorship. Look, Tissot, talk to me. I don't mind being a sponsor. I could wear some Tissot watches. As we are taking a quick break at the moment because of shot clock issues. But the Knicks are currently up right now 100-89 with OG heading to the free throw line. Knicks with 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota with 3. As it's having everybody to sit down. But it's a great quarter so far for the Knicks, even though it's only been about a minute and change. But way to start, way to be aggressive. Knicks currently on the court has Deuce, Shamet, Clarkson, Towns, and OG. So we're going small. Definitely going small. And that small lineup allowed the Knicks to move and groove, get the ball movement, spreading. So we like that. But I do want to, let's check the minutes, though. Let's see what the minutes distribution is looking like across. OG so far with 25 minutes. Cat with 26. Mitch with 13. As we know, he's on, what do you call it? Not on a minutes restriction, but I guess he's on a minutes restriction. but he's on a minutes restriction. Mikal with 28, Brunson with 28, Josh with 22, Gershon only 5 minutes, so it's crazy. Shamit with 8, Miles with 16, Clarkson with 12. And how many players we playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players. As OG knocks it down. 10 players. Never knew the day that my Knicks would play a rotation of 10 guys. And will look phenomenal at that. Looking really good. Really good. But we're back on defense. Let's go in. Anthony Edwards gets into the paint. Almost turns the ball over as I am trying to find my cursor so I can bring this up. Wait, who? Wait, they was trying to challenge a play right now? Let's get this defense going, guys. Dante DiVincenzo gets into the paint. Floater, it is good. Knocks it down. As it is 91 to 101. Minnesota's trying to make a push. 9 minutes. Still got time. Still got time. 9 minutes, 56 seconds left. As Landry bring the ball up, being guarded by Dante. As a dribble handoff with Deuce. Deuce gets into the paint. Bring it back out. Wants a pick and roll with Cat. And they switches. You got Deuce with the dribble. No good. Rebound by Cat. Cat, no good. Rebound by OG on the offensive effort. And it's fouled. OG with the help. Look, I'm telling you, the crashing. Everybody crashing the boards. Everybody playing their part. We like that. But definitely, when it's a small lineup, the Knicks are being aggressive. They're putting more to the ball. So great on the offensive end. And I believe the Knicks are top 10 in defensive rebounding. So kudos to my guys. As OG head to the free throw line. Let's see if he can knock it down. Cash money. Let's get back on defense. Anthony Edwards being pressed by Deuce McBride. That's one way to slow down their offense is pressing. Let's do that. Right? OG on Ant. Then it's a switch. Randall gets into the paint. Left hand is no good. Rebound by OG. OG need to push the pace. OG, why is he slow? OG gets into the paint. Let's see. Left hand layup. It is good. As OG put up 22 tonight. Look, anybody could get buckets in the Knicks offense, ladies and gents. This is not your typical one guy homing in on the defense as he almost loses the ball. Gets into the paint. OG said, let's do this dance and let me get to the line. Let's see if we could showcase. Look at OG gets in there. Buckets. And a timeout is called. Right? OG is that man. OG is that man. Knicks are maintaining a lead right now. A 15-point lead. 91 to 106. 9 minutes to go left. It's still early. Minnesota could go on their run. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Right? It's going to take time for the Knicks. We didn't even see Brunson yet in the fourth quarter. You know, Brunson usually take his long rest in the fourth and get him ready to close it out. So great overall game by the Knicks. Phenomenal. Let's bring some stats, right? You know I'm a stat. We're gonna keep going to the stats. With how many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys in double figures. If Mitch come in and get a bucket, right, it'll be 7. I'm banking. Hopefully Mitch could get that. Mitch need that. He needs a double-double. Right, with 13 minutes. I wonder if he could get another 2 minutes. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from the team. Playing great basketball. Everyone is eating in this game, right? Great team play. Great team play. Everybody's eating too. Everybody. And it hurts me this year, Jocko, looking at this team because I'm like, Coach Tibbs could have done this, right? You know, even with Jordan Clarkson and Yabusele, if we would have gave him, like, would everybody play like this? Right? And it sucks because I appreciate Tibbs. I truly do. You know, getting us to the Eastern Conference Finals. 2 games away from the NBA Finals. You know, it's just that he was too stuck in his ways. Didn't want to adjust. Didn't want to switch. Right? I look at the bench. I see sometimes now that Coach Brown will have one of the other coaches drawing up a play or speaking with the guys defensively, talking to do this and doing that. Tibbs did not allow any other guys to do that, right? And I'm saying, like, Tibbs could be that guy that could have got us over the hump if he adjusted. If he adjusted to the modern NBA coaching style, modern NBA everything, as far as being a cohesive unit, instead of him being a dictator and calling the shots with everything. Every time out, Tibbs is drawing up a play. Every time out, Tibbs is talking to the guys. Nobody else. All the other coaches was just there, right? Just to get a paycheck. But this year is different. This year it's different. Multiple guys are eating. Multiple guys are enjoying what they're doing. As Minnesota is back on offense, Dante DiVincenzo back in, and he splashed a 3. 5 out of 10 for Dante, just dropping the buckets, right? It's 94 to 106. Knicks got to play defense. They brought in Dante to score. They got to be mindful. Giving out to Jordan Clarkson in the corner for 3. Bucket is good. Jordan Clarkson. We need him to get it going. Remember I said if Jordan Clarkson could get me 10 points this quarter, he's at 7. We need it. As Anthony Edwards running a pick and roll with Deuce. Deuce get around it. He pulls up for 3. Knocks it down. Back-to-back 3 for Minnesota. We gotta play the 3. We gotta play the 3-point line better. They're utilizing the pick and roll, and we're not getting around that pick. But Cat at the mid-range, let's see, pump fake. Look, Cat need a mid-range game, man. OG back out to Clarkson. Clarkson gets into the paint, almost travels. Pump fake. OG 1 second, gets it up. No good. That was a bad possession by the Knicks. But let's get back. 97 to 109. Knicks are playing D in a pick and roll. Ant guarded by Deuce. I think Deuce is playing great, but Ant stops and pull up for the 3. Air ball. We like that. Air ball. Mixed with possession. This is what we like. Seven minutes left. We got Cap coming in with Cap. I didn't see 19-7 rebounds and 9 assists. Triple-double watch for Cap. Let's see. I mean, for Captain. As Deuce bringing the ball up. This lineup, I like this lineup, though. We go with it a lot in the fourth. Whereas Deuce, Hart, Mitch, Clarkson, and OG. As Brunson just comes in the game, loses it. Deuce catch up the 3. Great hustle by OG on the offensive rebound. Gives it up to Deuce, and he gets it. As Mitch... It's Mitch playing great defense on Julius. We like this. Let's go, Mitch. Knicks are holding on right now. Let's see if we can see Brunson pulls up, misses that, catches that, dish it out to Deuce. Look at Deuce just catches and lets it fly. Splash from Deuce. Let's go. But look at Mitch on defense right now. This is why Mitch is pivotal. Keep him healthy. Boom. Swipes at it. Gets it out. Mitch, man. Mitch. This is why Mitch is key. This is why Mitch is key. I don't mind Mitch management, right? For him to be healthy during the playoffs, that's more important because you saw the effect that he had. But Knicks are up right now, 97 to 112 on injured Minnesota. Ant is injured. We know how Ant could do. We saw Ant take over last year when he dropped 36 on us at the Garden for them to get a win. So we know that. We know that. But it looks like, oh, they're challenging the play. I thought it was out of bounds on Mitch, but they challenged the play. Okay. Okay. Knicks are trying to hold on. Let's get that. So far, so good. Knicks with 18 points in the fourth quarter, holding Minnesota only to 11. We need to close this quarter out. We need to close this quarter out. 7 minutes left to go. Cap need to get it going. Mitch, let's let Mitch get a double-double. But this feels good, right? This feels good for us right now. This feels good. 97 to 112. Knicks need to get it going. But right now they're going through the coaches challenge, which is why it's taking a minute for the game to come back on. But how are we feeling tonight, Knicks fans? How are we feeling about our Knicks future in general? And I think the sky's the limit with this team. And I think it's through the new coaches, right? The new offense, ball movement, conceptual offense. And the great thing about it, let me tell you the great thing about it. It's so crazy. Coach really haven't implemented major plays yet. It's still early, right? It's still early for the Knicks with massive ways for us to improve. It's still early. So that's what I'm looking forward to us really taking it over. Really getting better. But yeah, Mitch played great defense, right? So they're gonna show this instant replay of pretty much what occurred, and Mitch was playing great defense. All right, I'm waiting to showcase the challenge. Right, and they're saying coach is undefeated in the challenge. I'm waiting to see it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Right? He hit it off of him. Last hand is touched by Julius. That's clear as day. It's clear as day. As a great success challenge right there for the Knicks. Knicks get the possessions back out to Juice. Deuce catch and shoot for the three. No good. Rebound back by Deuce out to Clarkson. As Clarkson slows it down. Looks like they're running pick and roll. Brunson gets under. Left hand floater. No good, but a foul is called. As we got 2 free throws coming from JB as he take his time getting up. It's captain time. Fourth quarter cap time. Right, the Knicks are taking their time getting these 20 points in the fourth quarter, holding Minnesota to 11. So our defense still hanging in there. Let's see if he could get those shots in. Brunson rattles the free throw shot. It's currently 9-7 to 113 on my end. All right, as we are waiting, let's see. Brunson knocked down the second free throw. It's cash money, as expected. All right. All right, captain with 21 points. Let's go. Running a pick and roll. Julius at the top of the key. Knocks over Gobert. But they call Brunson with a foul as he tries to get around the screen. But that's a bad call, as they said Brunson hits his arm. Let's see. Let's get it going, Knicks. We right there. 97-114. They end back to Rob Dillingham. Rob Dillingham uses a pick and roll. Mikal gets around it easily. Knicks switch on another pick and roll. Great defense. Julius being guarded by Josh Hart. That's kind of food for Julius. And gets in and knocks it in. As Julius' revenge game is 27. Leading all scorers with that. As Brunson bringing the ball up. 99-114. Let's see what the Knicks do. Knicks run a high pick and roll. They get around it, leaving Deuce wide open for three. No good. Rebound by Mitch. Back out by Deuce. As Josh Hart on the wing being guarded by Gobert. Dish it off to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot. Catch and shoot three. We like that. Knicks are playing defense. Mikal steals the ball back out to Deuce. Deuce to Josh. Josh throws it down. A timeout is needed as the Knicks go up 119-99. 20-point lead as Josh Hart is limping right now. We don't need Josh Hart getting hurt. We don't need Josh getting hurt right now. But let's go, Knicks. Let's throw this up. As you can see, look at the defense. Transition. Timeout is called. We love it. Love the hustle. Defense turning into offense. I said that was the key. And we are holding on. Great defense. Great defense. 5 minutes left to go. Knicks are already at 119. So I told you, 120. 120 points. We could do that. You know, Knicks are right there. Top 10 in offense. We're not too far off. We're not too far off. Oh, that's where he messed up his ankle. But it looked like Josh messed up his ankle by running into it. But he still was able to get the assist. Look, currently right now, OG with 22, Cat with 15 and 10. You got Mikal with 13, Brunson with 21, Hart with 16. It's all double figures right now for the five that's on the floor. And Josh, 6 for 11, 4 for 5 from the field. Who would have thought? Right? Who would have guessed? The finger needed surgery, him not having nerve damage issues. Still showing up, still balling. Still balling. Shout out to Josh coming off the bench. 16 points as we need to get this defense going. Rob Dillingham bringing the ball up. Run a pick and roll. Julius being guarded by Mikal. They do a double dribble handoff out to Daniels. Daniels misses the three. Rebound by OG. As Mikal bring the ball up. Let's see. He got Rob Dillingham on him. They run a pick and roll. He gets into the mid-range. Pass it out to Brunson. Brunson on the right side. Left-hand floater. It's cash money. Cash money. Brunson with 23 points. 23 points, 9 rebounds. Still with 7 assists. Not too far. As Julius gets into the paint. Draws the foul. As Julius right now with 30 points. Let's go, Knicks. I could do this all year. If my guys can play like this, everybody eating, ball movement, it's looking great. It's looking great. It's looking good. I wonder who's going to get the defensive player of the game for the Knicks. You know how often they do that with everyone. I wonder who's going to get it. Knicks with 4 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Running the plays out. Brunson at the top of the key out to Josh.
Josh gets into the paint on the left side. Stalls on a dribble. Turnaround fade. It is good. Josh is balling tonight. Josh with 18 off the bench. The current lineup: Hart, Brunson, Bridges, Townsend, OG. It's pretty much a big of the bulk of the team that Tibbs ran last year. As Julius get the tip in. Pause. But let's go. You got Josh at the top of the key running a high pick and roll with Cat. He looks at it. He got 18. Why don't he pull the trigger? But he passes the ball into Cat in the paint. Cat is fouled. As they do not call it as him going up. As they said, it's a side out of bounds play. 104 to 123 currently. As Mitch comes back in. As Cat is sitting down? Huh. Okay. Cat's like, yo, what's going on? Let's go, Mitch. They bring the ball into Mitch. Mitch at the top of the key. As he dishes it off to Brunson off a dribble handoff. Brunson at the top of the key. Let's see what he do. Brunson go ISO ball. It's fourth quarter. Pump fakes. Get into it. Mid-range. Fadeaway jump shot. No good. Rebound by Mitch. OG with all day to pull it. 106. Excuse me. 126 to 104. Let's keep the defensive intensity going. Don't stop. Dante comes off a curl. Pops up for the three. No good. Gets his own rebound shot. Gets into the paint. Blocked by Mitch. But Mitch is... Oh, man. Mitch still got it. Mitch is a problem. Is grabbing the boards. Mind you, he just came in. But Mitch grabbed the offensive rebound. They're bringing in Yabusele. I wonder, we're going to sit the bench, right? Would Tibbs would have kept the guys in with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, and we're seeing Bridges, Yabusele, Josh Hart, Tyler Kolek, and Landry Shamet. I would definitely want to see Bridges head to the bench. I don't want Mikal to be in there too long. As Rob Dillingham pulls up for the three, no good. Let's get some Let's Go Knicks chants. All right, Tyler Kolek passes the ball up to Mikal. Mikal brings it up. They run a pick and roll with Josh. He just stops and pops for the three at the top of the key. No good. You got Rob Dillingham in transition. Let's see. Passes it out to Bones. Bones Highlands back out to Rob as Rob knocks it down. Guys got to play defense. Got to play defense. As Kolek bring that rock up. Let's see what he do with it. They run a pick and roll with Yabo. Back out to Mikal. Mikal on the wing. They do a dribble handoff to Landry. Landry stops for the three. Landry Shamet finally gets on the board as he knocks it down. Knicks are continue to unleash bucket after bucket. Another high-scoring quarter as the Knicks put up 35 points. And we still have 2 minutes left to go. 40 in the third, 35 in the second. Knicks are a better second-half team than they are in the first half. I would take that. In the first half, we put up 28 and then 26. But we gotten better. I wouldn't mind another second for 40-point quarter. As who's number 4? There's a lot of guys in right now on Minnesota that I'm not for sure. I know there's Bones Holland and they got Dillingham in the backcourt. But who's in the front court? I see Joe Ingles in the front court as the Knicks turn the ball over. Back out to Dillingham. Dillingham is called for the foul on Pacone Dadier. So we got a Dadier sighting right now. Jackal, what it do, Jackal? Great team, dub. We'll take it. We will take it. 100%. Right? We get a Tyler Kolek, Ariel Hakapori, Muhammad Diawara, Pacome Dadier, and Yabo Seli all in right now. Let's see. Muhammad is a solid player. Let's see how he runs it. Hakapori gets in there with the left-hand layup off a quick pick and roll. We appreciate that. Knicks back on defense. They run a pick and roll. Right? Muhammad uses the screen. Does they switch it? No. Alley-oop. Done. That's a bad defensive play by Hakapori. I know these guys are not trying to hurt themselves, but they got to play better defense. 131 to 112. Knicks are playing good. Pacome gets it to the paint, backs out. Great pass by Dadier to Diawara. As Diawara gets his first NBA point, we like it. As Rob Dillingham gets into the paint, no good. Rebound by Kolek. Knicks need to run. Knicks need to get into it, guys. You guys are fresh. There's no need for you guys to slow it down. As Kolek dribble left and right. Rebound by Hakapori. Left hand is good on the offensive rebound. We keeps it going. This is what I like. Our bench, right? We have guys that can replace each other. You know, you got Mitch and Hakapori, similar game style. You know, if we need that. Diawara on the fast break. I like it. That's our potential OG. Kolek comes in. Who left the door open as he misses a wide open tray ball. But still, 112 to 135. 45 seconds left to go on the clock. Let's see. As Rob Dillingham gets to the mid-range floater, passes it up, knocks it in for Miller. As Miller get on that bucket with 2 points. Let's see. Tyler Kolek bringing it up. 32 seconds left to go. And it is foul. Come on. There's no reason to foul, right? We trying to get the game over. Says all the French players in the league now, I've noticed. A lot. And the crazy, and these are the African French too. So shout out to them. Shout out to the African French players doing their thing. Right? Yabusele, Diawara. You know, we appreciate it. Very, very heavily French team right now on our bench. As Knicks bring the ball up, run out the clock. This is it. Knicks get the league, get the W. 3 straight W's for the Knicks as we are in motion right now. We got it rolling. 5-0 at home to start the season. It's the longest streak since 2012-2013. You know what happened that year? I mean, we only went to the second round, but we won the division. Melo pretty much got the scoring title, but great W. Great W. Oh, yeah, the Afro French got some crazy top athletes. Definitely. Great win, though. Great win for the Knicks. They held on to that one. That's a solid W. You know, contribution from everybody. OG with 25, Towns with 15, Mitch with 8, Mikal with 13, Brunson with 23, Hart with 18, Yabusele with 5, Landry with 5. Landry with 3. Deuce still in this element, 14 points. Clarkson with 7. Right, Muhammad get on board. It's a great overall win for the Knicks, man. This is great. It's a great, solid win. Exactly, Jackal. Great, solid win. But very quickly, let's take a look around the league to see what's going on. Rockets right now currently up on the Grizzlies as we anticipated that. Pelicans and the Mavs a close game. Heat is one of the top teams right now. Unexpected, the Heat are playing with a faster pace, faster motion, and they're doing their things. You know, we lost to the Heat not too long ago. And the Heat and the Nuggets are battling out. That's a great game tonight to watch. But the Spurs and Lakers coming in up, that's definitely the game to watch. Let me check on the other games. The finished games is really what I want to look into. Wizards, let's see. Wizards and the Celtics. Celtics just kind of went on a rampage and blew them out. I actually wanted the Wizards to win so that we could get their pick. The Brooklyn Nets get the dub finally on the board. They beat the Pacers. We like that. Detroit Pistons beating the Jazz. The Cavaliers 132 to 121. Look, I don't know how Philly is scoring so much buckets, but they are. But great victory for that. And then, of course, you see the rest of the games. Let's look at the standards right now. No, that's the schedule. No, we need standings. Let's go to the standings. Is the standings updated already? Not yet. All right, but it will be. Knicks will be 5-3 from this victory. That reminded me. Let's go back to the main screen, and we have to change the text. Why? Because we are in the books right now. Get that 5. That's what I'm talking about. So we are on the board. And for those of you that's on the other stream, I don't have that up yet, but road to the finals, as you can see, 5-3, road to the finals. Knicks are in a great position right now. I think we're good. 5-3 kind of gets us out of that play-in situation. Let me change my screen, right? Gets us out of the play-in situation. Instead of being 4-3, we would be 5-3. Philly will be 5-4, so they had dropped. Cleveland stays at 5-3 from their victory, so they stay there. So Knicks just kind of squeeze into that 6th spot, but we're moving on up, right? Because I want this spot, the Atlantic Division. That's what I ultimately want. I want that Atlantic Division because I said this year for the Knicks, it's a banner year. I want banners, nothing but banners. I want the cup. I want a banner for the cup. They do that. In-season tournament. I'll need that. I need the banner for winning the division, the Atlantic Division. That's prominent for me. I think that'll be history for us if we win the Atlantic Division. Then, of course, I want Eastern Conference Finals champions. That's 3 banners right there. And then, of course, the biggest one of them all is the NBA championship. So 4 banners. If it could be a banner year, and I state this all the time, that'll be key and clutch for us. But Knicks got that W, 5-3 on the season. Great stuff. Let's look at the upcoming games. So let me pull up a schedule for the Knicks. Let's pull up team. Bring up New York. Bring up the upcoming schedule. We will be heading. Well, we're still home. We'll still be home. But we got the Nets. I think we have the pieces to make them fit and to have a good luck with injuries. Oh, definitely. We have the pieces. And then, of course, we could still do things at the deadline if they want to with certain players that we're not utilizing. I'll still keep Yabusele, but some of these other players possible. And then at the end of the year, remember, we could bring in another player as well. So I don't know, maybe Ben Simmons. I don't know. But yeah. Who knows? But we could go into 17 in the playoffs. But next on Sunday, so Knicks got multiple days off. We get to rest. Next game is not until Sunday at 6 o'clock. So we will be I will not be going live because I gotta work. I got a high jury event. So next week is going to be a pivotal week. I might not be able to go live at all on Sunday, Tuesday, or Wednesday due to me working the event. So Sunday will probably be my last live for that week. Oh man, that's crazy. And then that Friday as well. But I would do a recap that Saturday. I might go live that Saturday and talk about these upcoming games, the Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday game. Oh, that sucks, man. Sometimes work get in the way, but it's totally fine. But upcoming game, we got the Nets, which I think will be a win for us. They got their first win tonight, but I think the Knicks will prevail in that. The Grizzlies, with Ja having issues out in Memphis, that should be a winnable game for the Knicks as well. So our home streak will continue. Our winning streak should continue as well. The Magic, I don't know what's going on with the Magic. Magic are looking totally out of wax with what's going on. Banchero's not playing like he did last year, and Desmond Bane being ejected in his last game. He might have to face a suspension, so he's haven't been playing up to par on his shooting. But the Heat, that revenge game at the Garden, I need that. We need that. Knicks fans need that. But that's the game that I'm definitely looking forward to wrap it up. But Nick Nation, thank you. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Another solid stream in the books. Another one. Great team effort from the Knicks. 53% from the field. 45 from 3. That's efficient. 14 turnovers. Didn't I stated that. If we stay at 14 turnovers, we win the game. I stated that, right? So, not to say, Negro Damas comes through and predict things, but I'm just saying, I predicted that. So I'm happy the Knicks stayed on pack with that. But look at the rebounding. 50 rebounds to 31. Knicks out-rebounded Minnesota. We turned the ball over less. We out-rebounded them. And we shot better at the field goal percentage for them. That's a win. That's a win on any given Sunday, any given night. So shout out to the Knicks for getting a statement win at that. 114 to 137, putting up 137 points on Minnesota. Even though Anthony Edwards had the hamstring, he should have sat out. Nobody told him to play. But we take it how we could take it. Another win in the books. It's time to wrap it up. Right, we'll tune into on Sunday. I will be going live, but I might go live maybe one day again before this week just to talk about the Knicks in general and to wrap it up. Deuces, y'all. Deuces.